quiet Wednesday morning in Minneapolis was shattered in an instant, transforming a place of faith and learning into a scene of unimaginable horror. Inside the walls of Annunciation Church, where children had gathered to learn and pray, a gunman unleashed a torrent of bullets, striking through stained glass windows and raining down upon worshipers and students. The attack claimed the lives of 2 children, aged just 8 and 10, and left 17 others injured, their young lives forever changed by the brutal intrusion of hate. The attack occurred during a morning mass, a time when the church and its school, which serves children from 5 to 14, were bustling with life. The peaceful sounds of prayer and instruction were replaced by the cacophony of gunfire. One child, a survivor, described the initial moments of terror, mistaking the gunshots for fireworks. Before the grim reality became clear, I heard something like, really loud, like I thought it was fireworks in the church, and then I saw the shooting, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. A teacher's quick thinking led the child and others to safety, guiding them downstairs to a preschool classroom where they sought refuge in prayer. The children's search for safety continued, moving from the church to a neighbor's house, and eventually to a community center, before being reunited with their frantic parents. The survivor's relief upon seeing her mother was palpable. I saw my mom, and I was just like so happy. I was really glad that she was like with me. The perpetrator was quickly identified as 23-year-old Robin Westman, but this was no random act of violence. The FBI has swiftly classified the attack as an anti-Catholic hate crime and an act of domestic terrorism. It was a targeted assault, meticulously planned and executed to sow fear and hatred within a community's most sacred space. The cowardice of the act, firing indiscriminately into a church full of children, was highlighted by Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara, who called it a deliberate act of violence against innocent children and other people worshiping. He added that the sheer cruelty and cowardice of firing into a church full of children is absolutely incomprehensible. Authorities revealed that Westman used 3 legally purchased firearms in the attack: a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. Dozens of shots were fired through the church's side windows. A smoke bomb was found at the scene, intended to add to the chaos and panic. The lawful purchase of these weapons by a man with no prior criminal history raises profound questions about the nation's firearm laws and the mechanisms in place to prevent such individuals from acquiring instruments of mass violence. The tragedy is magnified by Westman's chilling connection to the very place he targeted. His mother, Mary Grace Westman, worked at the Annunciation Church School until 2021. This personal history adds a disturbing layer to the attack, suggesting a deep-seated grievance directed not just at a faith, but at a specific community he once had a connection to. In the days leading up to the massacre, Westman's online presence revealed a deeply troubled and angry mind. He posted disturbing videos and filled notebooks with a violent manifesto of his rage. These notebooks, scrawled with Russian text and sketches of bombs and guns, referenced August 27th, the precise date of the attack. Most hauntingly, Westman's videos included a portrait of Adam Lanza, the shooter responsible for the Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre, revealing a morbid fascination with mass killings. This disturbing parallel links the Minneapolis tragedy to a national pattern of violence fueled by anger and hate. Furthermore, the firearms and ammunition used in the attack were marked with hateful phrases. A final, clear declaration that his rage was a calculated, violent manifesto against religion, society, and life itself. The city and the nation are reeling from this brutal reality. Annunciation Church, a sanctuary meant for solace and peace, was brutally violated. These children, in their first week of school, were doing what they should have been doing: learning with friends, playing on the playground, and worshiping in peace. Their parents should have had the assurance that they were safe. A basic promise every family in this country should be able to rely on. In the wake of this horror, the community has come together to mourn. Pope Leo XIV, the first American pope, expressed profound sadness at the loss of young lives. And Minnesota Governor Tim Ward pledged the state's support and strength for the Minneapolis families. Governor Ward's words, while meant to comfort, also highlighted the inadequacy of language in the face of such profound pain. We often come to these and say it's unspeakable tragedies, or there's no words for this, he said. There shouldn't be words for these types of incidents because they should not happen. This tragedy is part of a disturbing and growing national pattern of hate crimes, gun violence, and domestic terrorism targeting places of worship. As authorities continue their investigation, crucial questions remain. How does such profound hatred grow to a point where it culminates in the murder of innocent children? How can a society protect its children and its sanctuaries from such malice? And how can a nation grapple with the ease with which individuals, consumed by hate, can acquire the means to unleash unspeakable violence? The Minneapolis church massacre is a stark and painful reminder that the battle against hate and the need to protect the most vulnerable among us is a struggle that continues to define our time.